This is Atarian News Channel, and here are the top stories of the day. In Washington, a new AI policy debate is heating up. A Republican led bill in the US House proposes a 10-year federal freeze on state level AI regulations. The goal: create nationwide consistency and avoid a patchwork of conflicting laws. But critics, including state attorney generals and tech ethicists, argue this could stifle local governments' ability to respond to AI misuse, surveillance concerns, or employment disruption. With AI evolving faster than most policies can keep up, the stakes are high, but so is the controversy. In the UK, lawmakers have pulled the plug on the amendment that would have forced AI developers to disclose whether their models were trained on copyrighted material. The government invoked financial privilege to strike the clause, arguing it could stall innovation. Creative industry leaders, from authors to media execs, say the move shields tech giants from accountability, opening the door for unchecked use of copyrighted books, music, and art. The battle for AI transparency just got even murkier. Google is putting its generative AI directly into your dashboard. Gemini, their newest AI assistant, is now live in over 250 million vehicles via Android Auto. Drivers can ask Gemini to read and respond to texts, summarize emails, and handle navigation, all hands free. This move signals a major push into voice first AI experiences. And with safety and productivity both on the line, Gemini may reshape how to drive and interact on the go. GitLab has released version 18, positioning itself as the first AI native DevSecOps platform. New features include GitLab Duo, which offers real-time code suggestions, natural language project queries, and AI-driven security analysis. The update promises not just productivity boosts, but tighter security and faster delivery cycles. With GitLab 18, writing and deploying software may become a radically smarter process. Zerv has launched generative AI agents designed to take the manual labor out of DevOps. These boots can automate infrastructure planning, cloud provisioning, and basic configuration tasks, dramatically reducing engineering overhead. This marks another step in AI's integration into software infrastructure, not just code, but the pipelines that carry it to production. ID Software has returned with a new chapter in the Doom franchise, and it's unlike anything we've seen before. Doom, The Dark Ages transports players to a brutal medieval world, acting as a prequel to the 2016 reboot. Packed with monster slaying madness, old school weapons, and a gritty new setting, it's a bold reimagining of the genre defining shooter. Available now on PS5, Xbox Series X/S, and PC. In funding news, B2B AI startup Max IQ, formerly Gyan AI, just raised $7.8 million to grow its enterprise sales intelligence platform. Backers include Dell and Intel Capital. Meanwhile, Beacon.li secured $7 million to enhance its generative AI assistant for business. With backers like Sorin Investments, Beacon.li aims to streamline enterprise workflows and decision making. The race to build better business AI is officially on. Thailand is taking AI localization into its own hands. The country is developing Open Thai GPT, a large language model trained specifically in Thai language and culture. This initiative is part of a growing global trend, creating sovereign AI systems that reduce dependency on US or Chinese models and better serve local needs. A new report from Tricentis reveals a worrying trend. Two-thirds of the global organizations are at serious risk of software outages in the next year. Causes include lack of automated testing, over-complex systems, and weak quality assurance. The takeaway: as software eats the world, resilience matters more than ever. That wraps up today's bulletin. For real-time updates, insights, and razor-sharp reporting, subscribe to Atarian News Channel. The future moves fast. So do we.